opening drive for the offense is the bounce. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Williams looking for a man. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Weber. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. Off play action on first down. Quick strike complete. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for it.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rutgers! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Williams will pass. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Got the first down, looking for more. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. A first down run in the red zone. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Motion from the wideout. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Got a man. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Never a doubt. It's our force to settle for the field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA in a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Liberty went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab some serious attention. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Flames ever do that? Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback making checks. Third down play from the gun. Grab near the marker. It's Duff. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Campbell. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Duff. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Setting up the screen. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's strong. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle.
And the Scarlet Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Bringing the heat. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Boston. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the tailback. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown! Husky. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Got it in the middle. It's Weber. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Raymond. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The give as they work on that clock. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this second and short. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get the first through the air. That's reeled in. It's strong. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Catch in the middle. It's Duff. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Williams will pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Connection to the right. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Otton. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Gonna look downfield again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Williams looking for a man. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Looking downfield on first down. Might be looking to run. Wide open downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Sheffield. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Sheffield. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. The Scarlet Knights are threatening in the red zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Williams will pass. On target over the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. After this, it'll be a wrap. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Snagged out of the air. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible.